hammer or some other weapon. It's going to be a little trickier heading over to that mini Moldworm cave, but that's another spot with 5 items all smushed together. And of course, you pass by the dam, get 2 items there as well.
Absolutely. You can get like easy 20 items plus to start, and here we go.
All right, get your guesses in for Ganon's Tower, Big K. Pick a number between 1 and 236.
Oh,
you guessed 1, you're wrong.
We got a map of Eastern right away, and we know it's a crystal.
Alright, instant map check, nice. So yeah, X-Rok's going to take this sign and throw it at one of the blue guards that will allow him to pull items out of the tree. He's going to probably hope for bombs, or red rupees wouldn't be too bad either. Hey, look at that. That's a good payoff.
Meanwhile, Lyra is setting up the hula hand. She's going to get about a quick 225 rupees. Sorry, it's Lyra. So, bomb upgrade on Uncle. What's the other chest down here have? Oh, there's a nice item to start.
Yeah, and that actually can kill the mini Moldworms, which in the aforementioned mini Moldworm cave. But X-Rok's going to put that off for just a little bit. Oh, he didn't open the sanctuary chest, but we know it's only a red rupee.
I've seen people forget that occasionally.
I believe the chest has been named after a certain German runner. But that's neither here nor there. I mean, there. Whoops.
Okay. So X-Rok's gonna do the exact same hula hand play.
Lyra tried to pull the tree, but I think didn't actually kill the guard, so didn't get the bombs she wanted.
Nope. You need at least 1 kill to get the tree pull, and then you get a different tree pull at 4 kills.
Okay. So yeah, hula hand room again for X-Rok. If you read that sign in Randomizer, it's actually a little commemorative plaque. I believe it's just gonna, in a couple years, it's just gonna say Ajneb for like 6 lines of text.
Sounds about right. So
Ajneb, or Ben, of course, being the victor in the 2 most recent Randomizer tournaments. So you get to have your name in the game if you win a tournament.
Yeah. X-Rok is actually going to make the south play first rather than go to Kakariko, which is a little divergent, but with that hook shot, makes sense.
Yeah, I like it. Ooh, almost got that little block clip there. It would save him from walking out and in here, but not too much of a loss over, not having an item to bypass the block.
Yeah, just do it the normal way if you don't get it the first time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's the bombs. There you go. Alright guys, do you guys want to see an unknown big key at Lumberjack Hut? I know you do.
Oh wow. Fun to see. Oh,
Scuttle Crab giving 20 rupees too.
They're going to have some good rupees to start this seed. Well, you got a small key to desert. That's the 1 key for desert, and is X-Rok going to head straight in? I can't. He doesn't have any.
He's going to Aegina's cave. I missed that lumberjack item. I'm just gonna say it was a big key.
It was a sword.
Well, obviously they'll have to get a sword in order to get that item. So.
Yeah,
Since you need the sword to cut open the curtains in Agate Tower, I mean, what are you gonna do? Move the curtains to the side with your hand? Won't be ridiculous.
That's a little too complex for this game.
Hey, there's another sword in the forest.
Unfortunately, that one doesn't work quite as well.
You can just throw it at people. Alright, Lyra has Zora on the mind, it seems like. Picking up the little hermit crab's house and throwing it to the wayside. We'll opt to pick up this compass for a desert palace. But
throwing a lot of desert palace early. That might be an early play.
Yeah, they're gonna need probably book or a combination of 2 glove upgrades, flute and mirror. So book is more likely, I think, early on.
Yep, absolutely. X-Rok remembers that chest the second time around.
That's good. Maybe that was his plan all along.
Lyra getting another tree pull. Have plenty of bombs for Kakariko now.
Nice. Could need 3, possibly 4 bombs if you want to get the race game item. So nobody's checked out this stun prize yet? That would be a pretty good check, I think. If you stun one of these little pickle men with the hook shot.
Yeah, but at the
Just
same
to see
time,
what
the
it
only thing
is.
they actually have to kill them is bombs at this point. Ooh,
Well, you could
X-Rok-
stun him and
X-
throw a sign at him.
Well, that works too, yes.
Or you can... Oh, it looks like he's going for the tier 3 pull.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense than him accidentally killing that crab over and over.
Hey, hearts. Oh, there's the flute.
Yes.
Das Flute.
And Bombos. So we're gonna have some quick movement here with that flute.
Yeah, that is one of the ingredients to get in a desert palace, is it not?
It is.
Alright, so, there's that sword for X-Rok as well. Hopefully these runners will remember to use that flute and unstuck the duck before leaving the village.
I will say that sword could come into play if they can't find the Master Sword. But by
That's
itself,
true.
you obviously can't get it.
Small key to Dark Palace.
First of 6.
Yeah.
And just rupees in the back.
So the compass that the runners have picked up, it's not just to tell them where the boss is. Oh, glove, we're 50% of the way to getting into the desert. It doesn't only tell you where the boss is inside the dungeon. In Keysanity, the compass has a new feature. And that was... it's a new feature. It gives you a little counter at the top of the screen when you enter a dungeon. It'll tell you how many chests you have opened and how many total chests there are inside the dungeon.
Yeah. A lot of more experienced runners may not pick that up, but it always is a nice check to have, just to make sure you grabbed everything.
Yeah, especially in a sprawling dungeon, kind of like Palace of Darkness or Misery Mire, where you may go in one direction and forget if you've cleared the entire other side.
Absolutely. 14 chests in there, it can be easy to forget one. Yep. Got some protection with the Cane of Burna there.
Yeah. Not bad. That's gonna be... that could come in handy if they end up having to fight blind before they find any other weapons. But
Yeah, very true.
still plenty of other requirements. Well, there's a sword.
Well, that's the second sword we've seen. And heading down to the race game and library area. Anything good in library today?
Books.
Oh, yeah, books are always good. Unfortunately, the shelf just had an arrow upgrade.
Yep. I guess they could be bookmarks. Oh, Lyra is going to do a blind race game. Not going to check the item first.
Yeah. It's a nice play in Keysanity because there's a higher chance it's going to be worthwhile.
That's true.
And unfortunately, it's just a 5 rupees.
Dooba 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 doo. It's like the late night jazz version. Need to do like a chill ambient version. I guess it's not late night if you're on the West Coast.
Not quite yet late night, but getting close. So Lyra coming through here, we've already seen it through X-Rok, though I'm guessing she'll head east after this.
Yeah, she had the advantage of being able to flute over here though, so saved a little bit of time on footwork there. And if she's going to check at Genus Cave, she'll likely flute over to 8 first, so I'm thinking she's going to go over to Mini Moldorm Cave with a hookshot and a sword. she will have no troubles.
Yep, she's heading straight over there.
Now with a glove, they can take the shortcut into Eastern Palace if they flute to 5.
Yep, they can. Yeah, they can get to that rock. Let's see if this cave pays off. And in the recent seed, it doesn't seem to be as good, but you know, it always seems to come through at least a little bit. So the compass, bombs, a heart container, rupees, and arrow upgrade.
We are 15 minutes into Valentine's Day on the East Coast, so keep those hearts coming.
Absolutely. So Lyra's gonna flute. And yep, she's just fluting closer to 8. A little faster this way. So next move after this, you can go to Eastern. You've got East Death Mountain available to you. So you've got a few options.
Ah, that's true. And if they want to navigate the Dark Room, they can sequence break and rescue the old man as well. And Lyra will happen to see the stun prize there. It's a small heart.
Health is always welcome, especially before you have any meal upgrades. Just 50 rupees in the cave, which is still good. It's early.
Yeah, that's enough for Zora, which is in the logic now with that glove. And it'll give Lyra enough left over to enter Palace of Darkness as well. Well, almost. Need 110 rupees.
And I think she's going to go for the fake flipper.
Yep, this is very good. I do like this play a lot. She's not going to be able to check the waterfall cave, but she can take this as a shortcut over to Zora's domain. Oh, the dude's stuck. Look at him jiggling around.
Yeah, it's got to be pixel perfect movement, but they can do that if they get just the right place.
So I got a compass on the ledge there. You're saying that the mini Moldorms have like speedrunners that are good at precise movement and pixel perfect timing to wiggle in there? You think they've got like their own Twitch streams where they have time? Oh, Lyra almost got sniped. That archer on the bridge can shoot you from up there, and it will one-hit kill you if you're in fake flipper mode.
Yeah, I've had that happen to me. Just a key from the hobo skull woods. Don't really need it.
Yeah, one of the least valuable keys in the game.
Yeah.
Now they could go and check the side room of escape since they got the glove. I think that would be a pretty nice play.
Lyra's trying to get the fake flipper back here. Looks like she's not having any success so far. And yeah, you gotta save and quit. You can't flute.
Yeah, the duck can't see you under a bridge. You think it's an X-ray duck?
Yeah. But yeah, to answer your question, I guess it would not surprise me if the mini Moldorms have a channel. They are good enough at killing us to make it worthwhile.
I think that would be cool though if the enemies had streams, and they have like leaderboards to see who has the world record and how fast they can kill Link, or they've got like get stuck in wall RTA. That was so good.
All right, what do we got down here today? Total Rock, small key, rupees, and rupees. And X-Rok is making the same play down to Hobo. Let's see where Lyra goes here. X-Rok's not even going to try to get the fake flipper. He's just save and quit. And Lyra's making... Nope, she headed... Oh, she's going to fake flipper again.
Yeah, now she's going to take that fake flipper over to Zora. Which, this fake flipper will not be a sequence break, in fact. She won't be able to get the waterfall fairy sequence break since she doesn't have Moon Pearl. it plays into that glitch in kind of a weird way.
Yeah.
Hopefully she realizes this.
She's not going to realize it right away. And
well, it's not going to be. She'll just come out of the door and she'll still be swimming, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
well,
she can go up to Zora though. She's got the money.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, it's. I don't think she realizes that she can't do it quite yet. There she goes. She gave up. But yeah, as I mentioned, this won't be a sequence break since they have the glove. They have access to this area. She just got here a little faster.
And meanwhile, X-Rok is doing a sequence break. Anytime you see a runner go through a dark room without a lantern, that is not how the game intended you to do it. Alright, so item on the ledge is only a compass. That's good intel for Lyra. She won't have to worry about coming back here once she gets Flipper.
And what does the old man
finger toes or whatever people are calling them these days.
The old man has a magic cape.
Two things come to mind. Bumper Cave and Aghanim's Tower. But for Aghanim's Tower, they're also going to need 2 small keys and a lantern.
Yeah, at this point, I wouldn't be thinking Aghanim's Tower quite yet, but it is in logic.
Well, actually, this is Keysanity, which means the first chest in Aghanim's Tower could have anything in it. Normally it would be just a small key in standard mode, but since it's Keysanity, it could actually be Hammer or Gold Glove, and it could be the next place they need to go.
Very true. And actually, since they haven't done Hyrule Castle yet, it's not that hard to weave that in.
Nope. But X-Rok, I think wisely, is going to check the east side of Death Mountain first and get 8 overworld items here.
It's a nice high chest density, so it's always nice to head over here right when you can. Even better if you can weave in with Titans, Myths of Moon Pearl, but 8 chests is 8 chests. You can't argue with that. Alright, let's see if we get any hype from these caves today. Yeah. So we got the divergence here. Let's see which one of these pays off.
Okay. Oh.
Moon Pearl.
Very nice. So now X-Rok may be able to do that sequence break if he decides to head over to Zora. Wait, did Zora give a map?
Yes, Zora gave a map.
Is this Wind Waker?
I don't think so.
Fish given maps.
Well, we got a coin and some powder. So, nothing too exciting. Yet, at least. Big...
Oh.
Big key of swamp.
It's a big key. Well, I mean, it opens up one chest. That's okay.
Yeah, one chest. Don't even need it for the boss.
Yeah, Argus forgot to lock his door.
Alright, Lyra's gonna come down here, get her last chest. Not setting up a death warp.
Well, the death warp would only be to go into the dark room, since she is without the cape.
Oh, very true. She can't get up to there just yet.
Wait a second. The cape was from Old Man, though, which means that's part of a sequence break. If X-Rok should choose to continue the progression from the cape, then he's skipping Lantern. And that could actually help him narrow down the location of the lantern if he wants to find it later on.
That is true. So we are at 2 of 3 items from Dark World access. We just need a hammer or another glove. And those bombs. So I think at this point the next play is probably Saharsla and Eastern.
Yep. Either Lantern to unlock Cape has to be over there, or the next progression and maybe Aga Tower is just junk. X-Rok,
Possibly.
I think actually... Oh, he's checking the side room of escape here, I see.
Yeah. He hasn't been back here yet. He's gonna pick up the same things. Lyra is heading to do... Oh, I think she's doing the sewer dark room now. She didn't
okay.
death warp, though. She walked back up.
Probably wanted to have full health.
Yep, you would get full health doing it that way. If you death warped, I think you'd be at 5 hearts. And X-Rok's gonna make his play into Hyrule Castle. Now he does have the option of going to Aghanim's Tower. So he'll have one extra item he can get here.
Let's see what Lyra gets. Or not see. We might not see it. Sometimes you don't see the sprites in the dark rooms.
Oh, big key to
wait, thank you. That's pretty good, actually, since Eastern Palace is going to be the next part of progression. That is going to mean she can also get the big chest while she's over there.
And if she happens to luck into the bow, she can full clear it right away.
Oh yeah, and we already know it's a crystal.
Yep, that is one of our 7 crystals. So that'd be very nice if you could weave all of that in right away. And she's heading straight over there. So...
Gonna check Sahasrah's closet first, probably.
Yep, we should also get the info on what the green pendant is.
Don't forget, if you're playing along at home, you too can talk to Sahasrah and find out where the green pendant is.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's nice to talk to. He'll give you a little piece of information. And Hera green pendant.
Okay. Still need a big key and a hammer hammer or mirror to get in there. So nothing in Sahasrah's pantry.
Yeah, and she's fluting. She's just gonna flute back to 5 to go right back in. No, she's heading to 6.
I don't think. Maybe she hasn't checked the Gina's cave yet.
Yeah, I don't think she
X-Rok
has.
checked it out. Okay, X-Rok looks like he might have been setting up a death warp here.
Yep, he's got that guard alive to kill him.
Nice. That tells me he's going straight into Aghanim's Tower. Possibly the Dark Room as well, where he would find the big key to Eastern Palace, but...
Let's see which way he
The
goes.
low-hanging fruit at this point is that first chest in Agha Tower. Maybe he'll just do both.
Yep, head into the Dark Room first.
And that's good, because it's easier to warp out of there. Otherwise you're traversing from entrance to entrance twice.
So where's Lyra heading next? She's gonna make her Death Mountain play. She's also gonna Sequence Break and get that cape. Yeah, at this point, that next piece of progression, it's gotta be in Eastern. It's gonna be interesting to see who goes there first.
I'm not seeing much of anything right now. I just see black and twinkles.
Yeah, and X-Rok gets his Eastern big key.
So yeah, while there's nothing to see right now, why don't you guys head over to the runners' channels and give them a follow. We got a command
Always a good
for
idea.
that. So check out Lyra SRL and X_Rok. Go ahead and give them a follow. They are doing some overtime work for you guys tonight, just for your entertainment. So show them your
Absolutely.
love by clicking that heart button on their stream channels.
So where is X-Rok's heading?
Mini molds? Has he not done that?
He did that.
And maybe he just needed a good spot to flute.
Okay, I think he just remembered he could flute over here faster.
Oh, he could be heading into doing that sequence break into Waterfall Ferry.
Maybe you can grab those 2 chests right now. It would be out of sequence, but you might find something really good. Well, Lyra's back in the light, and she's gonna get her cape.
I wonder if the way the new logic works, if it would allow flippers to be inside here, and then have nothing be in Swamp Palace. Or Ice Palace.
I don't think the logic can work like that.
I mean, it can put big keys inside their respective big chests, so... If you don't need flippers to finish.
Oh, there's an ice rod.
That's a good item to find. But not something that they need right now, so...
Yeah, it's a nice item because it's one that can always get to you, especially if you haven't... If Turtle Rock is a crystal. But yeah, beyond Turtle Rock, that's its only use.
So, the way the game that skip works is you go into Waterfall Ferry in the fake flippers state, and when you come out, it will, for some reason, the game first checks to see if you have Moon Pearl, and if you have Moon Pearl, it says, okay, they have Moon Pearl, they must be walking. So then it puts you into a walking state as opposed to the fake flipper state. Now if you don't have Moon Pearl, it'll just default back to your fake flipper state.
Yep.
Some good people to ask about stuff like that would be Super Scudge, Christos Owen, MMX Base / Carcat, or VTorp. Guys that have been a small hacker. People that actually open up the code of this game. Actually, if you go to Carcat's stream, he does a lot of game coding on stream sometimes, and he's very welcoming. And I'm gonna go ahead and invite you to his stream to ask him questions about why do certain things work in the code.
Yeah. So we're 27.5 minutes in. We still don't have Dark World access.
It's got to be in Eastern Palace, then, I suppose.
It has to be. Neither of them made that play yet. I mean, I have to imagine X-Rok's heading that way. And Lyra's just getting her Death Mountain items. She picked up her medallions, Moon Pearl powder. Yeah, okay. X-Rok is heading over to Eastern now. Find out what that next piece of the puzzle is. I mean, could be lamp, could be gloves, could be hammer, could be something else.
That would be the ultimate troll if it's a lamp, and they're like, okay, now go get your cape.
Oh, that would be mean to these runners.
And your Aga item.
Well, if it's lamp, it can be in one of the first 4 chests, since they already have the big key.
Right, the big key was locked in the dark room.
Yeah, so it couldn't be in the big key chest. It can only be in one of the other 3.
Right.
Or technically the big chest, though it also can't be in the big key chest.
Yes. The big key chest being locked behind a dark room, and the big chest being locked behind the actual big key, which was found in a dark room. Yeah.
Yeah. Level 2 shield already for them. I believe Fire Shield is the more widely used name here. And there's
the
our
gold glove.
Titan's mitts.
Okay, so that gives you your Dark World access. The Moon Pearl there.
Yep, they have. Now, they only have partial Dark World access with that. They still need either flippers or hammer for full Dark World access.
Hmm. And now they just need that mirror to get in the Desert Palace.
Nice little trick here by X-Rok to limit the skeleton spawns. If you do it right, you can only get 2. Full health refill. I think that was the Sanctuary Heart. Let's see if the Eastern Palace Big Key Sequence Break pays off. Silvers. No one will say no to those.
Yeah, I wonder why you can't just stab somebody with the silver arrows at a -4 penalty.
Unfortunately, I don't think this is D&D.
Unfortunately.
X-Rok making pretty quick work of these dark rooms.
25 bombs, that's pretty nifty. I wonder if anyone's ever used bombs to navigate through dark rooms. Can you see the bomb?
I actually don't know.
I've never tried it. Just you can do it with a Cane of Samaria block. If you put down a Cane of Samaria block, you can actually just pick it up and walk around with it. But if you're centered on the screen, it doesn't necessarily help.
Assuming you can see them, that's not a bad idea if you have that many bombs.
Not a bad idea, temporarily.
Oh, just the single arrow in the back. So you got a single arrow and a wooden arrow, or a silver arrow and a wooden arrow.
So, I mean, if you use an arrow as a melee weapon, you get a -4 penalty, but silver arrows are a +4 weapon, so it balances out.
Nice point there. Yeah, the silver is a nice magical silver that does some really good damage. So X-Rok is going to use his Titan's mitts and go check out the 6 chests on Dark Death Mountain.
Yep. Got the hookshot. He also can do hookshot cave. So 6 items, as you said. Did they scope out what was on the floating island?
I think it was a heart container.
Ah.
You'll also be able to check out Turtle Rock and see what medallions needed. Even if he's got the medallion, he can't access it yet because we don't have Cane of Samaria.
Or hammer.
Or hammer, yeah.
Yeah. Lots of requirements to get in there. That's why it's the last dungeon.
Oh, and according to chat, you can use bombs in the dark rooms.
Neat. Oh, I knew that because the Palace of Darkness dark room. You can actually throw the bomb and open the door as soon as you enter the room if you're coming from the north side. It's the Palace of the Dark Maze. There are plenty of dark rooms, and that's why they call it Palace of Darkness, kids.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing from the Super Bunny Cave. It's called Super Bunny Cave because you can get in here as a bunny and open those chests.
Oh man, Lyra is getting... Was she getting drained by the bubbles, or is she,
She was throwing powder.
Oh, she's picking up the rupees. She's in the treasury room. Okay.
Not a bad idea early on.
I think she's already checked Zora, so maybe she's just stocking up for potion money.
Oh, a quick crystal check here. Skull Woods, Thieves Town, and Mire, all crystals.
Yep, with Skullwoods being crystal 5. One of the 2 crystals required to get the orange bomb from the bomb vendor.
Alright, what do we got up here? Map to Turtle Rock, we can see what another crystal is, or another location is.
So we've got a pretty significant divergence here with Lyra heading into Skull Woods.
Not a bad check right away. And Turtle Rock's a crystal. So we know 5 of our crystals already. There's only 4 dungeons we don't know yet. 2 of them are pendants, 2 of them are crystals.
So having this small key for Skull Woods is actually kind of useful. Well, there are 3 chests over on the left side here, and the one in what they call the pinball room, because it's got a bunch of bumpers and spikes.
Yep.
That chest is always guaranteed to be a small key, so you can actually just skip it altogether.
Oh, mushroom in Skull Woods.
Okay, so when she goes to buy those potions she wants, but she needs a bottle for first, she will be able to turn that in for an item.
We have not found a bottle yet. X-Rok's gonna follow Lyra into Skull Woods. This is usually a good plated... Oh, there's the bow. So that gives them access to finish Eastern, and it will allow them to save a key in pods.
Nice. And they can unofficially finish Eastern Palace.
But, yeah, Skull was usually a good check coming right into the Dark World because there's chests you can get right away, and it's right there when you come out of the Kakariko portal.
Are those Gibdos not ticklish?
I don't think so.
My mummy always made the kids tickle her. She just got home from work.
Alright. Lyra dodging the Wallmaster.
Nice.
Filling hearts here. You can... Those bunny beams count as anti-fairies, so you can powder them for fairies.
Mm-hmm.
Just 300 rupees in the back.
Oh, and she knows about the magic refill behind this wall. Oops! Well... maybe she'll find a magic refill somewhere else.
Yeah, not worth going back there now for it.
And X-Rok taking an intentional death just to get some health back and get out of this room a wee bit faster. Although, runners may want to head east over to the Bumper Cave since they have Cape.
Yeah,
or they may want to go for the myriad items in Village of Outcasts.
I mean, it's usually a little faster to head out of Skullwoods through the east anyway.
The choices are yours, and yours alone.
That's one way of putting it.
That's from a game show.
Yeah, I remember the quote, I just can't remember which game show.
Legends of the Hidden Temple. Wait, that's Tool Time. Hang on a second. I'm getting my 90s shows mixed up here. So only a red rupee on top of Bumper Cave there, so and, that cape is so far proving useless.
And a boomerang in the chest game. So Lyra picked up an Ice Palace map, though she didn't check it. Heading into Thieves Town. 4 chests you can get in the front, but no keys so you can't get to the back.
That was a timely heart for X-Rok. Kirk Fogg. Was that his real name? If you guys are just tuning in, welcome to A Link to the Past Keysanity Randomizer Tournament. You may have heard of Link to the Past. You may have even heard of Link to the Past Randomizer, where all the items are shuffled around. But this is Keysanity, where the keys and big keys and dungeon maps and compasses all shuffled in with every overworld item as well. So, dungeon double dips, basically expected.
Absolutely. Gotta generally come in these multiple times because there's no really good way to route them. So far, not much in the front of Thieves Town.
And won't be able to go any further without the big key, unfortunately.
There's a lamp.
Now they can get Cape and Eastern Palace big key.
X-Rok did give us a map check, and Ice Palace is a pendant.
But that by no means indicates that there's nothing of value in there. We don't know.
We don't know yet, and...
Look at that mushroom. So maybe she can turn herself in for magic powder.
If she can get over there. It's kind of hard to get over there as a mushroom. Yeah, in version 29, Ice Palace has tended to be a very worthwhile dungeon. So we'll see if either runner chooses to dive it later. Or technically they could dive it now if they wanted to, if they fake flipper.
Apparently Kirk Fogg was his real name. And probably still is. Oh, X-Rok didn't check out the medallion requirement for Turtle Rock, or the T-Rock lock as we like to call it.
He did. It was Quake.
Yeah. Oh good, they have that one. So Lyra very smartly is going to do the digging game before picking up Jeremiah the Bullfrog. This is because you're not allowed to play digging game if there's a frog falling behind you. Why? Don't ask me, I'm just a kid.
How many digs today?
7.
Oh, you
so
were one
close.
off. Almost.
I meant Baker's 7.
Alright. Lyra's not gonna pick up Jeremiah. She's gonna go do her other checks.
That's alright. She may want to wait until she has a mirror.
Mirror makes it a little faster.
It's always a possibility that the frog blacksmiths have mirror. Because you can save them with a save and quit instead of using mirror, but it's certainly faster to use that mirror.
Yeah. So Lyra gets some blue mail. Always welcome. And now heading over to the cave that at one point was Hype.
I think we're getting the return of Hype Cave in the most recent version. I've been feeling it.
Well, let's see what it yields today. X-Rok is going to take Jeremiah on his world tour. Alright, what do we got? 10 arrows.
So far, so good.
Skull
small cave. Hey!
Okay.
Hey! What's
okay,
gotta be? I can't do it. I'm not Ryu.
But that is a return of Hype Cape for at least this seed.
So it looks like Lyra made the right decision. She's gonna use that mirror immediately to check the cave south of the grove, and then probably save the frog. Whereas X-Rok actually could use the mirror and then loot. So it works out for him too.
Yep. I think both runners are okay here.
Well, Lyra's gonna have to be careful not to mirror bonk when she teleports back in there.
Oh, and there's the hammer.
Oh boy. So. If X-Rok still could take the same route, go past south of the cave south of the grove. Oh, Lyra narrowly missing a mirror bonk there. Oh, X-Rok is first going to talk to the guy that looks like the boss key, and he's going to find out where crystals 5 and 6 are. But we already know Skull Woods is one. Swamp Palace is the other.
Okay, so that means one of Pod and Desert Palace is the other crystal. And I think X-Rok's going to make the same play here. And go get his hammer.
Mm-hmm. And this hammer will give them access to Pod. However, they are missing a number of keys for Pod. That number being 5 plus the big key.
Well, they know how to hammer jump. They only need 4 small keys total.
Right, the bow helps them skip 1 key, and the hammer jump helps them skip another.
Just a compass for their trouble on the pig game. Smiths have anything good today? Let's see what they've got. Flippers!
Hey, alright, I think that's Swamp Palace. Oh, they still need the small key for Swamp Palace, because it's Keysanity! But they can get the first chest.
Yep, they can get the first chest, but nothing else so far. Yeah, I mean, in terms of dungeons, they can go to Eastern and finish that.
Oh, the Mirror Warhammer opened up Tower of Hera as well. And they can get only 2 chests in there so far. Oh, we forgot the mirror. That was the last piece of the puzzle to get them in the Desert Palace.
Yep. So they don't have the big key yet. But they could go to Desert and get 4 items.
Mm-hmm.
Desert would actually be a good play at this point because you can get 4 items from Desert Palace.
Is that?
Wait.
Well, 3.
No,
You
get 3.
can see the 4th item.
Yeah, you can get 3 and see the 4th.
Yep.
Plus, you can check the Meyer Shed and Checkerboard Cave at the same time.
Ah, very nice. Nope. Gary's wife didn't pack a lunch. She just said, "Go out to eat today."
It depends on how good of a cook Gary's wife is there. If that's good or not.
Maybe she got fed up with him teasing her for her cooking, so she's like, "You can just go buy lunch." I love how those chickens get in your way when you're trying to hit the pegs with the hammer. I usually hit one on purpose if I don't happen to get one.
It doesn't hurt to hit those chickens a couple times here and there, just out of frustration. Just don't hit them too many times.
And don't hit him when Marin is following you, because you get this long text box about how you shouldn't attack chickens.
Also good advice.
This oh, he's still turning in Gary's lunch money?
Yep. Looks like Lyra's gonna play the pod here.
Well, that's a decent number of items. It's basically
with 2 keys, you can get quite a few. Especially since you have the bow. If you didn't have the bow, this wouldn't be necessarily as good. But with the bow, it's actually all right.
Yeah, with the bow, that's actually 5 items without even using a single key. And then with that single key, she can get 3 more if she opens the locked door in the arena.
Plenty
so a good
available.
Number of items, and then a mirror over to Eastern Palace. Solid play.
Plenty available. And X-Rok's checking Meyer. So both good plays. Let's see which one pays off better.
Can X-Rok actually full clear Meyer right now? He's got the red cane and lantern and all the medallions and a sword and bow with silver arrows, so
no,
eventually
he
it
can't.
should be a breeze.
He needs the big key to Misery Mire that Lyra just found.
Keysanity. Don't do it, Lyra. Don't open
no.
that door.
Oh, no. So now she's gonna need a 5th key. Oh, red mail and checkerboard.
5th key to do a full clear, but she might not need to do that.
Yeah, we don't know if it's a crystal yet. There's a 50-50 shot this is a crystal. And I believe... Yeah, someone picked up the first castle tower. X-Rok picked up the first castle tower key, so he can get both items now. And he's going to go into Meyer. Unfortunately, since we know Meyer's big key is not here, he can't full clear it.
But there's still 3, 4, 5, 6 chests that you can open up.
6 chests he can open, at least. GT small key for Lyra.
Oh wait, you can't open the big chest, obviously. So, eh.
Well, yeah, 6 chests. Yes, 6 chests you can.
Let's just say it's a bunch of stuff here.
I think Lyra forgot she has the bow for a minute.
Bow. Bow.
Well, she still might find something good in on these other 2 chests.
It's just unfortunate she won't be able to explore as many of the rooms as she otherwise would have been able to.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's gonna be limited. Yeah, because if she had saved it, yeah, if she had saved one of those keys, she could have gotten a little further. Small key to ice, which is alright, but you don't technically need a key to clear that if you bomb jump.
Right. There's 2 keys in chests, and if you have Cane of Samaria, you only need 1 small key to full clear it. As long as you don't accidentally open up the crystal room. Oh, hello!
Oh, that'll pay off. Oh, and X-Rok finds the Thieves' Town big key. So, Thieves' Town can be full cleared minus the big chest.
Yeah, ironically, you need the small key to get the big chest in Thieves' Town.
Yeah, it is actually a little piece of irony there. Lyra's gonna go finish Eastern, get our first crystal. With Silver's, Armos Knights will go down really fast. Yeah, we're about 53 minutes in. Nobody's cleared a dungeon yet. But that is also Keysanity for you.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can go an hour without getting one single dungeon cleared. And I think Lyra might have forgotten she picked up the boots. Which is not uncommon. You go so long without those boots, when you get them, you forget to use them.
Yeah. Oh, Turtle Rock small key. It's pretty nifty.
Yeah, need at least 3 of those. So without the lamp here, X-Rok will have to light these the slow way. Meanwhile, Lyra dodging cannonballs. Oh, X-Rok. He's got to try again. Lyra's gonna take on Armos. This should be very fast. Unfortunately, just a piece of heart for her troubles, but she does get our first crystal. So what's our next move here? I think for Lyra, you gotta go to Misery Mire at this point. Oh. Because you can full clear that. She's gonna check Sick Kid here. Oh, and X-Rok found a book.
I still want to see them check out that Agate Tower item.
And they got, I mean, X-Rok found one of the keys, so he can get both. Just a matter of when they head up there. Lyra is going to head to the Mire area. With the Mire key, she can full clear, and with silver arrows, Vitreous will be as easy as Armos.
Nice. Oh, there's that Castle Tower small key, okay.
And unfortunately, that's all X-Rok can do for now. We'll have to come back. And I think X-Rok's gonna head to Desert.
I think Turtle Rock might not even be too bad a call right now. The small key to Misery Mire. Plus.
You can't clear Turtle Rock, but you could get a decent distance in.
Yeah, with 2 small keys and the big key, you can get all the way to the laser bridge.
Yeah, you can. That's right.
And, you know, bound to be like Desert Palace big key in there or something. Oh, just a bomb capacity upgrade that she can't pick up right now anyway. Lyra will be able to when she checks it out, but I doubt she'll bother picking it up.
And he's not going to check the eastern side?
Oh. Whoop. Well, maybe not.
Interesting call there. We'll have to see if the eastern side has anything or not.
He's just so excited to check out Agate Tower. I don't blame him.
I guess so. He's heading there right now.
Wait, did Lyra have the big key for Desert Palace? Or did she walk up to the big chest and was unable to open it?
I think she walked up to it and was unable to open it.
I'm pretty sure that has happened to me multiple times. Usually it happens in pod, though, which is like the worst spot for it to happen.
Yeah. Alright, X-Rok's gonna give you your check here in the Castle Tower.
Yay! Silver arrows, nice choice.
Very nice choice there.
Okay, there's a pod small key.
And the key to Ganon's Tower.
Not great.
Oh, small key to Thieves Town.
Oh, nice. Now Thieves Town. Oh, we don't have the big key yet.
We do.
Darn you, Keysanity.
X-Rok found the big key in Mire.
Well, Lyra was about to get it then.
Lyra's actually, her routing is kind of working out here. Even though she doesn't, she's an extra key for pod. She's gonna be able to one-shot some of these dungeons now.
What did X-Rok pick up in that dark maze in Agate Tower?
He got a Ganon's Tower small key and a Ganon's Tower compass.
Well, that'll help him play the guessing game.
Oh, you have not found that Ganon's Tower big key yet, so the game is still on. And X-Rok is heading towards Swamp. I mean, I don't think... maybe he's not heading... Let's see which way he goes here.
It could be that first chest in Swamp Palace, man.
He's heading north. I think he might be heading towards Pod, maybe?
At least Pyramid. Pyramid, maybe Catfish and Pod.
That could be his next play. I think this is our first check of Pyramid. What do we got up here today?
Ooh.
Oh, a Master Sword.
Very nice. So 2 sword upgrades just past Aghanim. One being blocked in the Lumberjack Cave and one right on the Pyramid, but these runners found a cheeky workaround to avoid having to fight Aghanim.
Yeah, unfortunately I think that does fully take Aghanim out of the logic. Though, actually technically, the logic doesn't require you to have Tempered. Though you can damage Ganon with Master Sword spins.
Ah, I was not aware of that. I didn't know the game guaranteed you a Tempered Sword. Well, I mean, I guess...
Well, guaranteed is a matter of looking at it. It might not guarantee you that until after you've finished Ganon's Tower.
Ah.
I believe the logic can make it so that you could finish Ganon's Tower, then go somewhere else to get the Tempered and Silvers, and then come back to finish Ganon.
Right. Like if they were in a like a pendant desert palace and the book was in there or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Hypothetical situation.
But I believe the logic of the game wants you to have Tempered and Silvers for Ganon.
At least in this mode.
Well, yes, yeah, in this mode.
Not in insane difficulty.
Yeah. Or swordless.
Yeah, good point.
Okay,
Hey,
Catfish is a
Swamp
key.
Palace. Oh, Dark Palace.
Another
That's
Dark
fine.
Palace key.
That's 3 small pod keys formed.
And one more. Well, you also need one more plus a big key, and you can full clear it. And it looks like he's going to take those keys and see what he can get.
Yep.
Now, we know at least he'll pick up the boots. I don't think we found much else in there so far. Actually, looking through these guys' trackers, we're just a fire rod away from item go modes. But we still need a lot of keys.
Maybe they'll just find a bunch of items that lead to keys, that lead to more keys, and just have a nice big keychain.
That's the way this is looking right now. Because, yeah, I'm just looking at their trackers. The only items they don't know are Fire Rod, Shovel, one other sword upgrade, Mirror Shields, and Bottles.
Don't forget
The only one of
Bugnet.
those... Well, they have found Bugnet. It's just not on the tracker.
Oh.
So Lyra's going to check a chest that X-Rok couldn't.
As well as Vitreous, of course.
Yep. The big chest only yields a bomb upgrade. But you can head back to Vitreous.
She opened this door, so this... Oh, she didn't get this, so she didn't get the small key yet. I'm guessing she She didn't get that spike chest, did she?
She did get the spike chest.
I didn't see the sprite on there. So, she knows her way around. She knows she can open the big key door and take the teleporter.
Yeah.
Or take the... Yeah.
Yeah, Myra is one of those weird dungeons that you can get around without using a lot of keys, and there's a lot of rooms that in Randomizer you never go in. And that's the other nice thing about Myra is anti-fairies galore.
Yeah, after Ice Palace, I don't think any of the dungeons have like fairy pits. Oh, I guess Ganon's Tower does. But
Ganon's Tower
Misery
does.
Mire, no way. But they give you that powder. It's kind of like, it's kind of funny how they take away. There are fewer like safety rooms in the later dungeons, but then they give you powder instead, which is just way better than having a safety room.
Yeah, I think every Dark World dungeon except for Swamp has anti-fairies.
Huh, Swamp not have anti-fairies. I never even thought about it.
I'm pretty sure Swamp doesn't, because I've wanted to get them in the past, and I've never been able to find any.
There are a lot of pot hearts in Swamp, though, at least.
That's true. X-Rok's gonna make his short work of Armos Knights here.
Actually, if you were playing the game casually, you could get powder really early. I mean, you just have to pick up the mushroom that's sitting in the forest and then go turn it in.
I believe you can get it as soon as you've finished up with Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
So X-Rok gets his first crystal, Lyra's gonna get her second. And just 20 rupees. But she's got 2 crystals now. Meanwhile, X-Rok in Pod, he's going to be able to check some extra chests. And he's probably not going to be happy to see that.
I was just there.
And okay, he's doing the good move here and heading to save a key.
See that locked door that was just off to the left of his screen? That's the door he's skipping. As long as you have bow and hammer, you can just whoop, slip right around it.
Yep. Which is nice because you can reduce the number of keys you need here all the way to 4.
Yep. That does involve a rather tricky bomb jump, though.
It is a tricky jump, but once you get some practice, it's not so bad.
Maybe that's what I've been missing. Practice.
Practice does help. So Lyra's gonna see some of these items that X-Rok's passed, or X-Rok already looked at.
Starting with a Master Sword.
Which she'll probably be glad to see that.
Yay!
And X-Rok has his boots. He's putting those right to use. So with 3 keys, if he hammer jumps, he can actually check every chest right now except for the big key chest and Helmasar's item.
And the big chest.
Oh, sorry, that's what I meant, the big chest. Because I think you only need 3 keys to get all 12 chests. And he's going to set up a hammer jump.
Ooh. Let's see. If he goes backwards, he can use 1 key and then.
You
Then
use
he'll use his other key in the trap room. So yeah, you're right.
Of course, that depends depending on him getting this jump.
I like how the developers put 4 bombs in this room. Like the actual Link to the Past team put 4 bombs in this room. Plus there's the 2 bombs in the first room of Pod. And the 3 bombs in... I'm sorry, the 2 bombs in the Switch room. It's like they wanted you to bomb jump in here.
Yeah, very convenient. Get plenty of chances. Oh man, X-Rok is struggling here.
Yeah, the limiting factor is going to be his health at this point, not the bombs.
Maybe he's got it? Oh, almost. So you can get a little more time if you come at this from the north, but it's harder to reset. And he's just gonna forget it. Oh, there's a vanilla key.
Wait, that was the... Wait, that's a key.
Okay, that's a vanilla key, so you have all the small keys you need if you bomb jump.
Oh, nice turtle rock key. Well, you can skip the big key chest. That's just 1 key for 1 item.
Yeah, you can also skip Harmless Hellway here. That's also
Yeah,
1 key for 1 item.
That's true. But at the same time, he's not going to be able to clear this out without the big key anyway, so...
Very true. It's a bit of a tough bonk to line up, but when you can, it's nice. Lyra is going to go full clear Thieves Town, I believe. Yep, she's got both keys she needs. So she's got access to 4 chests here.
Yep, I was like, there's more than that, but she already picked up the first 4, of course.
Yeah, she got the front 4. I think that's X-Rok's first bottle.
Yeah.
So he's got
Cannons,
1
tower, small keys.
Yeah. He's got 1 key left. He can get to the Dark Maze. And if he can hit that hammer jump, he can save that key for Helmasaur. Or he can just use the key now, get those items, and try to find another pod key.
Yeah, we don't even know if Helmasaur is required, actually.
We don't. It could be non-required. And X-Rok remembers that he has to go back around. That's the one disadvantage to saving the key. So, looking through our items, I also have to start to wonder if Pedestal will come into play.
I mean,
in terms of
Pedestal can always be Ganon's tower big key. What's stopping it?
Nothing, and... Oh, did X-Rok decided to leave without checking the maze? I guess so.
Maybe he didn't want to do it without having the big key for the big chest.
Yeah, maybe. So there's something big in there. I could hurt him, but Lyra also didn't check that, so it's not going to be too bad. Well, I think so far Thieves Town has come up empty. We've got 2 chests left.
Watch your back, Lyra! Whew!
Oh!
Hey, there's that fire rat. Nice.
So, that's definitely item go mode. But we still need keys.
Yeah. Desert Palace / Palace of Darkness, whichever of those 2 ends up being the final crystal. Big key for that. One small key for Turtle Rock and a big key for Turtle Rock.
Well, they've got the big key for Turtle Rock, and they found there's 3 small keys we know
I'm
of.
sorry, you're right.
Rock.
There's right on both counts. I was looking at the 2 on Lyra's side, but X-Rok does have 3 Turtle Rock small keys. Of course, Ganon's Tower big key could be on the pipe chest, and that would require all 4.
True. Actually, we need the Ganon's Tower big key, either desert or pod, and that might be it. Because we don't need a big key for Skullwoods. We don't need it for necessarily for Hera or Ice Palace since they're both pendants.
Looks like Lyra's going for a little bit of swag against Blind here.
Alright, and 50 rupees there. That's 3rd crystal. Yeah, they're not actually that far from go mode, from full go mode. And I gotta imagine Lyra's gonna take that fire rod, go straight into Skull Woods and finish that.
You don't think we've seen any Sanctuary checks since they got the boots, have they? 2 items beside the Sanctuary starting point.
We actually have not. It's a good call.
Well, Lyra could be working that in right now. Maybe I was just reading her mind. She also can check the graveyard ledge with that mirror.
She's got 3 items up here she can look at.
Wow, that was a sick dodge on that murder dactyl.
Oh, I hate
Got her
those
in the
birds.
end, but dang, she was juking that thing left and right.
Yes, Chad. Lyra is stealing all the boss's lunch money. Small key to Ice Palace, which is helpful for routing.
Well, the first one is, not the second one.
Yeah, the first one's helpful for routing. Right, that's right. X-Rok's gonna make Vitreous a pin cushion here.
Yeah, look at this, man. Vitreous is so scared, he was crying before X-Rok even entered the room. Look at that puddle of tears.
Oh, man. I kind of feel bad for him now. Alright, so far these checks haven't yielded much. Just a compass.
Well, that's what Lyra gets for listening to me. Looks like it's gotta be Turtle Rock, I don't know.
Well,
or Skullwoods. Lyra didn't finish Skull. Okay, she's doing it. She got that fire rod from Thief's Town and it's right where she wanted to be to use it.
Yes, Skull Woods is a good one because it's a crystal. It's 2 more chests you can check, and if you want to, you can check that pedestal.
Oh yeah, we know chat's looking forward to that.
Absolutely, they want that GT key on the pedestal. This seed's probably been a little too easy for these runners. They want to complicate it. I mean, I call it easy, but I mean, in terms of items, I mean, we're 80 minutes in, they've almost found every item. Alright, Lyra grabs her key. Didn't really need that extra key, but doesn't hurt to have it.
Yep. Make sure you follow the runners. Everybody wants fetch quests.
And Lyra's gonna head straight back to Mothula. Did she grab a... No, I think she just has a fairy in a bottle, so she doesn't have any extra magic for this.
She's got hammer. Does Ether work on these guys? Oh, what? Ether kills mummies?
Yes, it does. So she's saving a little magic here by using the lamp, which is nice. X-Rok going back, checking some of those boots locations. Alright, let's see if she can get Mothula here. It's gonna be a tricky
already
fight.
here.
Yes, he is already here. Let's see if she can take him down.
Oh.
Oh, she's got to be careful.
She's got a couple good hits on him. Another spin or two ought to do it. Unless he hits those spikes.
Spikes will do 1 heart of damage, while since she has red mail, Mothula's beams only do half a heart. She's using that lag to her advantage.
Yeah, ooh, nice. It's like a pause buffer without having to pause.
And she gets... Oh, the small key to swamp. Yeah, we needed that too.
Nice.
So that's her 4th crystal.
Yeah, Lyra's just been getting progression after progression in all the dungeons she's been doing. Now, X-Rok is following the same path, but is just a little behind.
Yeah. In terms of this
for
race,
having to go
right
in the
now,
mire twice, I think was the big setback there.
Yeah, Lyra's just routed some of this better. She's just made some of the better choices, and it's really paying off for her. And just a 20 down here. Now, will she check the pedestal?
Do it.
She's got the mirror out. Looks like she's going for it.
Come on.
Oh, just a map.
Is that what that is? You can now find your way home.
That's a map.
Oh, well. But it could be the map to Ganon's Tower, which they need to see if Ganon's Tower is a pendant or a crystal.
I don't think it's either. I think it's a Triforce dungeon.
The Triforce dungeon. What is this, Zelda 1?
I think there are some elements of that game in here.
Cobalt. Gold.
So Lyra, Lyra's gonna take that swamp key and put it right to use.
There's your fire rod, X-Rok. Now, X-Rok did do the North Dark World check first, so he probably will go straight to Skullwoods after this.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he'll go straight to Skullwoods. Lyra's gonna go in the swamp. She should be able to full clear this right away. And at this point, she's basically like 2 big keys from go mode.
B-Tor.
She could use that against Mothula a couple minutes ago.
The thing is, she's 2 big keys from go mode, but we don't know which 2.
That is true. A 10 chests in here. See if she finds any of those in swamp. Then we'll have to see after this, because, well, I mean, the next play after this might be Turtle Rock unless you find one of those big keys.
Yep, Swamp Palace and Turtle Rock, both high-density locations. Once again, I wanted to give a special thanks to our tracker running some things behind the scenes, Cyclone GU. Thank you so much for keeping us focused on which runners have which items and which runners have which keys, which is mightily difficult to do without the hard work of tracker running in the background there.
Absolutely, Cyclone does a lot of good work, and good to have a good tracker here with us. So, one thing that X-Rok does have over Lyra right now, or Lyra, is Lyra only has 2 Turtle Rock keys. X-Rok has 3. So actually Lyra needs a 3rd key for go mode.
Right. Where was that? Where is X-Rok been that Lyra hasn't?
I think it might be in Hookshot Cave.
Well, I mean, Lyra is certain to check that before going to Turtle Rock.
Yep.
But that is time that X-Rok has over Lyra that it isn't being accounted for just yet. So, it's not as he's not as far behind as it might look right now, basically.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for him to catch up. So, Lyra gonna go check the left side of swamp, grab that key so she doesn't flood it. It's never a good feeling when you flood that key.
Raise your hand if you've ever flooded the key.
You can't see it, but my hand's raised.
Oh, interrupt.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody I don't know if anybody hasn't flooded that key.
Yeah. It's kind of like a okay, that could be one of the ones she needs.
Yep.
Alright. Hopefully that doesn't send her to the wrong dungeon. I still feel like I want to do Turtle Rock first, just in case.
Wouldn't hurt. You can full clear it once you have that 3rd key. And Turtle Rock is one of those dungeons that tends to put a vanilla key in it.
Yeah, I've noticed that too, but it might just be perception bias.
It could be. X-Rok trying to fight Mothula. He's out of Fire Rod magic. So gotta be careful. He's down to 2.5 hearts here. Oh, come on.
You can do it.
Oh, 1 heart.
Half a heart. Quarter heart.
Oh. I think he has a fairy, though.
Phew.
Okay. And 1 more hit. Oh. Peter Meyer, that doesn't help.
Boo. miserable key.
So my guess is X-Rok getting that Swamp Palace key is going to do the exact same thing Lyra's doing here. So, yeah. Oh, actually, no. He's going to 3.
Ah, he hasn't gotten the sick kid stuff yet.
Meanwhile, Lyra taking on Argus. Master Sword is 2 slices per puff. And yeah, now X-Rok's heading down to Swamp Palace. So Lyra is about a full dungeon ahead of him right now, which might not be that much. We'll have to see how he handles it. And Lyra electing to go with Master Sword spins. Oh, but then she gets the arrow there.
Nice.
Oh, another big key. The GT.
Okay, that's huge.
So if Pod is our last dungeon, our last crystal dungeon, Lyra's in go mode. Except for that one Turtle Rock key, which hopefully she would get in Hookshot Cave.
She checks her map, but nope, we still don't know. Wouldn't it be funny if it turns out to be in Desert Palace, and the Desert Palace big key is in Ice Palace?
We gotta find a way to make it a little harder.
I still think going into Turtle Rock next is pretty decent.
Looks like she's... Nope, she's heading towards Pod.
Oh, okay. Already here.
I was about to say she might be heading for Big Bomb, but... Nope, she's gonna take the long route to Pod. So this will be a big moment here. Now, Lyra does have at least one small key, right?
Oh, for Pod? I don't know. I don't think she does.
Hopefully she does. She did a menu check. I didn't see what she had.
We'll be able to check the HUD as soon as she walks in the front door. But she did use a good number of them. Oh, she's got to.
Alright. So as long as she goes to Helmisar, she should be fine. The one thing that could trip her up is if Desert is the crystal and the other big keys in here, but looks like she's going to head to the back. Now there is a vanilla key back here, but she's still got to be careful with her other one. Oh, there's a third Turtle Rock key. Okay, I thought I was off on that. But she needs that third turtle key, so she's in good shape there.
Excellent.
And she forgets the chest.
Well, she's saving the small key.
Nope, she left that turtle room chest. The chest in the turtle room. She didn't get that one.
Terrapin Station?
Sure.
Yeah, I think for the other two Grateful Dead fans that are watching right now.
So, I think she might have just grabbed that key, realized she's in go mode, potentially, and she's going to go take on Helmisar right now.
Oh, that could be it.
Yep, if Helmisar is the crystal, she is in go mode. So, moment of truth coming up right here. Meanwhile, X-Rok continuing to work through Swamp Palace. He'll get his pod big key in just a minute. Man.
Nice.
So Lyra now in the basement. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the big question still remains. Is pod a dungeon? I mean, pendant or crystal?
Yeah,
So
50-50 shot.
How did that one miss? Sometimes these terror pins, man.
Yeah, I hate having to hit those with the hammer. Alright, here we go. One more hallway and then we're at Helmisar. Alright, 17 hits with the hammer, and then a silver arrow should do it. So what Lyra is doing here, she's using her sword to buffer her hammer and give it a little extra distance, as well as keep her faced forward.
It also protects you from Helmisaur's mask. You'll tink off of it, as opposed to walking into it and face tanking his face.
Alright, she's got him down. What is it?
I can't look.
It's a crystal! Lyra is in go mode.
And has been for quite some time. Nice. Alright.
She should head straight to Turtle Rock at this point. The only thing I could see at this point that she could still need is she might want a tempered sword. But beyond that, she's got everything she needs.
Wow, they didn't even touch Tower of Herod, did they?
No, they never went in it.
Or Ice Palace. Or the back half of Desert Palace. They went in the front. So wow, this is a pretty generous seed as far as having to dip independent dungeons. Or not having to.
Absolutely, they didn't have to touch ice, back desert, yeah, all those. I think. Okay, Lyra's probably gonna go stack up some potions here quick.
Oh yeah, getting ready for the end game.
So yeah, we don't want to undersell Turtle Rock here because with Master Sword and with normal magic, Trinex can be tricky.
Oh, that's right. It's basically the low percent fight. I mean, with some extra health, but a lot of times the limiting factor on Trinex is the magic meter, not the health. But yeah, getting that blue potion, that's gonna definitely help out Lyra. Give her some extra shots with those rods.
Meanwhile, X-Rok finishes off Argus. We know he's in go mode, but he doesn't know it yet.
That's great.
At this point, he needs to head straight to Pod. If he does, he's in good shape, and he can still catch up. But looks like he's gonna go check Bombos first. Meanwhile, Lyra's gonna check these chests since they're right on the way. I don't blame her. Getting a tempered sword makes a huge difference here. For those of you
you vandalized the ancient statue. Here's your reward.
Oh, you got a single rupee for vandalizing the statue. And he's making the right move. He's going to pod. Oh, you know what? Lyra did not know this was a crystal.
Ah, that's a good point. She just now picked up the map to Turtle Rock. You're right.
So she technically doesn't know she's in go mode either.
Until she walks out and presses X. But that's really funny. Hey, there it is. Let's go! That explains why she took the portal on the bottom of the mountain as well.
Yeah.
Because she
Okay.
didn't know she'd have to do Turtle Rock. Okay. I see what she did there.
Yeah. So for those of you who tuned in late, like I said, Lyra could use a tempered sword here, but we know one sword is locked behind Aghanim. So there's only one other sword out there.
And the odds are it's going to be in Ganon's tower. Hey, did he just powder that bee and turn it into a gold bee?
I didn't see you.
Is that a thing? Is that some, or is it just the particles of the powder that made me think it was a gold bee? The thing's going nuts. Look how fast it is.
I'm looking at the restream. I think you just saw the particles.
That would be a cool mechanic. The powder turns the bee into a gold bee.
Yep. Okay. Now Lyra, knowing that this is a crystal, knowing it's go mode, she's just going straight to the back.
Alright, if Wizrobe is watching, I want you to hack the game so that if you use powder on a bee, it turns into a key.
Yeah. She definitely knows she's in go mode. She didn't even check the chain chomp room chest.
Nice.
And that's probably an encouraging sign. That probably means she knows she's confident in her Master Sword strats.
That's a good point. It wouldn't have taken her long just to get that one chest in the chain chomp room. Quickly remembers she has to take the small key out of the pokey room here. Or
she remembers.
What?
Uh-oh.
She does need another small key to finish this dungeon. And
yeah, she needs to go get that key from the pokey, otherwise she can't get to Trinex.
Unless there happens to be a small key between here and there. Good, just remembered. Oh, she's just remembered that she doesn't need to go. You only have to go that way if you're going the Mimic Cave or the big chest.
Yep.
No, I mean,
I think
she still has a chance. We've not seen that fourth small key.
She might have just remembered.
Yeah, having that locked door right there. There's another locked door. It's sometimes hard to remember where all the locked doors are. I mean, like, you might remember that there's one at Laser Bridge, but then you don't remember there's one here in the Crystal Roller room. And you're like, oh yeah.
And she mirrored back to
about that other one.
So that's going to give X-Rok a little extra time to catch up now. And as soon as he sees this, he'll know he's in go mode.
Not that. That.
Yeah, that.
The piece of heart was the last thing I needed.
So yes, X-Rok is now officially in go mode. Now, did Lyra forget that Pokey has a key?
I hope not, but it seems to be.
Yeah, I don't know why she'd be checking this way. Anyway, other way. This is very strange. She must have forgot.
Nice hookshot dodges though. Ice Palace.
Oh,
Hey, maybe she just wanted half magic. The plays. Oh no, X-Rok blocked by a dead rock.
Yeah, hopefully she remembers that key. Otherwise, that'll give X-Rok a chance to take the lead. Because I thought she remembered because she was heading that way, and then she redirected.
Ooh, that was almost a cool strat. If that rightward going to Mario poof hit that crystal, that would have been really cool.
All right, she's heading back this way.
So she is still ahead of X-Rok. X-Rok is yet to open up Turtle Rock.
She is ahead of him, but the longer she takes to get this key, the more it's gonna hurt.
Oh, she took the wrong pipe. Oh, she's...
Yeah. Okay, good.
Okay. 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 Here we go. I'm just glad that she didn't go all the way to Laser Bridge before realizing she needed the key.
Get this key. Do not open that door.
Alright, am I the only person that's walked into that door by mistake?
No.
And you used it? No, I'm not the only person, or?
I've done it by mistake too.
Okay.
You could ask for raising hands here, and people would raise their hands.
I feel like maybe not quite as common as flooding the Desert Palace key.
Alright. She's on the right path now.
Alright, there we go. She knows what's up. And we're not being biased, it's just we would hate for misfortune to befall any of our runners in this tournament. That's all.
Exactly. You know, we would hate for the match to be determined by something like that.
Well, unless that misfortune is having to do Aghanim's Hospital and Pedestal, and having Ganon's Tower Big Key be vanilla, after all that. That kind of misfortune we do. we don't mind.
We root for equal misfortune.
Yes, there you go.
And X-Rok's gonna check some places here
Equal
too.
opportunity misfortune.
Exactly.
Oh, X-Rok's gonna get half magic here.
Yeah, odd that he's checking these he's checking this way because he's in go mode.
Or he wants that sword we've been talking about.
That's true. He might want Tempered Sword here.
Well, you ain't gonna find it here, unfortunately.
Alright, there Lyra goes. She's heading to Trinex.
Okay, she does have that blue potion and a fairy, and with that newly found half magic, even if she just wants to spam fire rod and ice rod shots, she should be good to go.
Yep.
Or she could deal with a ton of hits from Master Sword, or deal with a horrible hammer hitbox.
Yeah. Hammer's going to be slightly faster, but that hitbox is ugly.
Yep. She's starting with the fire rod. She just wants to ensure that Trinex doesn't leak on the floor here.
And she's going with Master Sword strats.
Maybe she might have been counting for Tempered Sword hits, and that's why she swapped over to Ice Rod. Alright, there we go. Nice. Still has over 50% of her magic remaining for this guy. Couldn't be tricky, but you wouldn't know it watching Lyra because she just nailed him.
She's got to be somewhat careful, but I believe she still has a fairy. Oh, but she should have that fairy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate timing if she has to use her blue
Be careful,
potion here.
X-Rok.
Yeah, you get awfully close to that door.
Oh, she has just enough
Nice.
magic.
So she still gets to keep her blue potion. That's really sweet.
She still has to get through the final phase of Trinex, though. And she's going with the hammer for this. Oh, be careful.
Right, she's got the red mail. It doesn't make her invulnerable. She's got a nice little groove going here. Okay.
Oh, she's gonna use that blue potion.
Yeah, she knows this is going to be a close race. She does not want to take that risk, especially not having used the safety exit. And X-Rok's really looking hard for that extra sword upgrade, I think.
Yeah, he is. But Lyra gets her last crystal. X-Rok is about half a dungeon behind her. This is going to come down to GT execution. If Lyra makes a mistake, X-Rok could take the lead. So this is coming down to the wire.
Unfortunately, you cannot dash through those Lionels if you have Master Sword.
Yep, like Ganon.
Gotta be tempered or butter.
Yep.
I wonder if X-Rok will check Laser Bridge, still in search of that sword.
So, as we've been saying through this tournament, there are 22 chests in Ganon's tower, and Lyra's not going to check any of them. She's just going to go, nope, I'm wrong. She's heading downstairs.
She does need one more small key. She could pick it up from the mini Helmasaur room, but this might be a little safer.
Okay, yeah. So yes, there are 22 chests in Ganon's tower in the basement, and she's not going to check any of them.
Maybe not even that insignificant chest after Moldorm 2 that really has no bearing on the outcome of the race.
Yep, no need to check any chests in here. Meanwhile, X-Rok trying to take on Laser Bridge. Oh. He's out of magic, so he can't use his invuln items. And Lyra smartly catches another fairy to give her some safety here.
See if he got his laser skip.
Oh. So, if you're really uncomfortable here, you can go forward to Trinex, grab that magic, and mirror back. And the magic will be there again when you get down to Trinex.
That's a really good idea. That's shovel. That wasn't on pedestal. Wow,
unfortunately,
I'll take a death there, refill some hearts.
Yeah. Oh, he had a fairy.
Well, that too. Well, yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I didn't think of that because the mirror will reset all the items under the jars and such.
Yeah, it's a good thing to keep in mind if you need magic for Laser Bridge. But X-Rok's on his way to Trinex. Hopefully he goes right up GT when he gets there. Because if he doesn't, he's going to be falling just further behind. Meanwhile, Lyra is up in the gauntlet. X-Rok taking on Trinex. And he's going to look for Hammer Strat.
Don't do it! Phew! He held it in.
Oh, this is going to... He's down to 3 hearts.
And he's already used his fairy. Oh, he has another fairy. I can see it. Right on the menu there.
Yep, he's got the first head down.
Nice fire rod snipes from Lyra over here.
Meanwhile, yeah, Lyra's continuing with the gauntlets.
Tink.
Oh, takes a death, but he has that fairy. Meanwhile, Lyra making quick work of land molas with those silvers, though that last one's giving her some trouble.
Nice. Got right in his face.
Okay, X-Rok's got to be a little careful, but he got the second head down. Oh, he was early on that spin.
I personally prefer using Master Sword on the final phase of Trinex. Even though it's probably slower, it feels better.
It can, you get that
Hammer's
extra
kinda
distance,
clunky.
and he's tough to hit. But X-Rok does well with the hammer. He's gonna get his 7th crystal, he can hit the GT.
But he does have more rupees than Lyra.
Oh, it'd be nice if he had that magic armor from Twilight Princess that uses rupees to make you invulnerable.
I remember that one. You have to buy it from the kid with the funny eyebrows.
Yeah, you spend thousands of rupees to get it, and then you have to spend more rupees for it to use it.
What was his name? Milo and Stitch or something?
Something like that. Okay, so X-Rok is...
Or am I thinking of the kid from Legend of Korra?
Where's X-Rok going? Oh, he's getting another fairy.
Okay. It's probably equivalent to going into the side room in Ganon's tower, so no problem.
Yep, and Lyra's gonna get a couple extra fairies herself. But she is on a mission. She's not opening any chests. She is just heading through this gauntlet.
Oh, jeez. One more spin ought to do it. Wait. Maybe one of... Sometimes it looks like you get a spin attack on Moldworm, but it counts as a poke.
Yeah. And she's heading... She's done Moldworm 2. X-Rok is starting his ascent. This race is not over. I mean, if you're X-Rok at this point, you gotta know your opponent hasn't got done. You've got a chance. You gotta take it. Meanwhile, Lyra is on Aga 2. Starts with a double.
Nice. Aw, sneaky blue ball.
Oh, man. Blue balls get her twice.
Oh, what a beautiful lineup. Alright. Speaking of beautiful. There we go. Got him.
Aga 2 is down, and now Ganon awaits. So, I believe Lyra has 2 fairies in bottles. Same with X-Rok. She has no potions, but she grabbed half magic. So she's got to be careful, but she is set up. Ganon gives us a science lecture as we start.
Right, so each phase will require 12 spins. Well, phase 3 requires 4 spins. So 12, 12, 4, and then 4 silver arrows.
Yeah, thankfully, she has those silvers. Otherwise, this would require a total of 52 spins.
Yikes. I wonder if X-Rok's gonna check these last 4 chests in Ganon's tower and find a sword upgrade, though.
If he does, that could be a massive advantage. Meanwhile, Lyra is on phase 2. She's down to 3 hearts, but she's got 2 fairies.
This is arguably the toughest phase in a Master Sword fight.
Absolutely. She does have cape if she wants to use it, but it will drain her magic.
Whoop.
Oh, she takes a death, but she's
Don't!
got a fairy.
Oh, X-Rok, don't scare me like that. Hovering over the mirror.
X-Rok on Landmola 2.
Oh man, they just jumped right into that. That was pretty sweet.
So if she wanted to use her cape, she could get some double spins here by standing behind him, but she's gonna save that magic. X-Rok continues his ascent. She hasn't got enough spins yet. She should almost be to phase 3. Okay, she's on phase 3 now. Just gotta be careful.
Ooh.
She's almost being too careful now.
There we go, one more hit. Put him into the dark phase.
X-Rok only checks 1 chest there. Alright, she's on. Lyra's on the final phase. Oh, she has. I believe she has another fairy.
She does, I saw it when she paused it.
Alright.
What the heck did she turn into? A book?
I'm not sure.
I've never
All
played
right.
Marissa Chronicles, I don't know who she is.
She's got 1 spin off.
They based a TV show on her? Oh, not that kind of spin-off.
One more arrow.
Oh boy. And playing it safe. Oh, being extra careful not to get knocked into that hole. Very wise. Okay, this should be it.
And she's got.
Now she
Ganon
just has
goes
to hold
down.
up on her controller until she walks through the door. Can she do it, folks?
Alright,
makes
she's
it.
in. Lyra is officially finished in first place with an SRL time of 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 33 seconds. Now that's a new Triforce screen there.
Meow,
I've
meow,
not seen
meow,
that.
meow, meow, meow. What the heck?
Meanwhile, X-Rok is on Aga 2. You have to wonder a little bit how close this would have been if he hadn't checked chests in Turtle Rock.
Yeah. I was already catching up a little bit with Lyra having the small key misfortune, but He was still behind entering Turtle Rock, so we will never know.
Meanwhile, we're looking to see if Lyra wants to come in for an interview. And I guess one thing we won't know is where that fourth sword was. Probably buried in Ice Palace.
Plenty of spots in Ganon's tower, too. And maybe these runners will save the seed and try it again some other day and look for that sword.
Maybe. Meanwhile, X-Rok is going into Ganon. See? Getting those spins in.
Upgrade boy explodes more again. So that's what that shovel gave, huh?
Yes, so. So, X-Rok already on phase 2. I think Lyra was a little overwhelmed by the win. She's going to join us here in a minute. Yeah. X-Rok continues his through phase 2. Doing well so far. He's still got 2 fairies.
Well, hello. Looks like we are joined by tonight's victor, Lyra. How you doing tonight?
Oh my god.
Take a breather, you deserve it. That was a tough fight at the end.
I usually practice without boots, without any sort of like help at all. So I was kind of used to Master Sword, but I almost pushed it.
So, we saw you in Turtle Rock. It seemed like you had some trouble with keys.
So I completely had a panic attack and ended up almost short on that one key, trying to desperately remember if there was any monster that actually dropped keys in there. Thank goodness there was.
Yeah, eventually you did remember the pokey and got that key, got through there. I mean, overall, how did you just feel about the seed?
The seed itself actually felt fairly quick. It was front-loaded early, and I even got my favorite item in like all of history really fast.
Wait, you got an exit mouse?
Oh. No, I ended up with the shot hook really early.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that was one of the first chests.
Yeah, and really not even having to think about Tower of Hera or Ice Palace in this seed was definitely a speed booster for you.
I had no idea where anybody was, and I was having a panic attack at Trinex. I was really low on supplies, and I only had 2 buckles.
Yeah, well, you made it work. You pulled it out.
I have no idea how. Where's X-Rok at now?
Final phase of Ganon, actually.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh.
It was very close as you were finishing up. You were both in Turtle Rock at the same time, and X-Rok elected to check some extra chests. But it was close going to the end.
To be honest with you, if I hadn't gone into Hookshot Cave and found the map to Turtle Rock, I would have probably panicked and looked for a key elsewhere as well.
Meanwhile, X-Rok has finished in second place with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 9 minutes, and 34 seconds, and he's already in chat here. He's already in the call here with us. GG.
Yeah, good race.
GG indeed.
Thought I was doing pretty well there up until that I'd done in the middle of Gannon's Tower. Thought I might have been ahead for a while. But
So we noticed you going through Turtle Rock and looking at extra chests.
yeah, I don't know quite what I was doing. I guess maybe looking for that fourth sword. It was... I mean, I realized most of the way through that I didn't really need to be checking anything, and I probably really should have not wasted all that time on Laser Bridge either. I mean, most of the rooms on the way through weren't so bad, like those single chest rooms, like the Chain Chomp and the Roller Room weren't, you know, too far out of the way or anything, but yeah, the Double Torch Room I didn't need to go into at all. There's that Vanilla Compass Room at the beginning. I could have just gone straight for the back.
Yeah.
It's just the habit of doing Turtle Rock. There's so many items in there, you normally wind up looking for stuff.
Yeah. Were you guys shocked at all to be in Go mode essentially kind of early?
Yeah, that did feel pretty early to be in Go mode. I was in pseudo Go mode, not knowing the last bit of knowledge between Desert and Palace of Darkness there. And yeah, I just went into Palace of Darkness hoping that that was going to be my Go mode crystal, I guess.
To be honest with you, I've never Go moded Turtle Rock before, so it was really, really weird.
Yeah. I mean, looking at your collection rate on your screen, 138 out of 216. That is pretty low for a Keysanity seed.
If you've watched the past 2 weeks that I've been in, yeah, it really is.
So, anything that you guys, thought you did particularly well in this race that you were kind of proud of? Any routing decisions or points of execution that you thought went particularly well? Start with X-Rok.
I don't think my gamble of going into Misery Mire early paid off. I think all I really got out of there was the book, and then found the big key for that not too long afterwards, so...
Yeah, that was unfortunate. We actually, right as you entered Misery Mire, we saw Lyra pick up the Misery Mire big key in, I think, Pod.
Right, okay, yeah, because I went there not too long after. I think I got... Oh, I might have gotten my third key in Mire or something, too, which put that on my list of places to go check at that point.
Yeah, and how about you, Lyra? I don't know if you have any thoughts, but I would definitely say you definitely pulled through in your execution at the end. Trinex and Ganon, with all the pressure of having no clue where your opponent was, how close behind he might have been.
When I did Trinex, I was again having an anxiety attack, and then it kind of showed a little bit on the Ganon fight as well. But yeah, you're right. I had no idea where X-Rok was.
Yeah. It's always nervous when you're in that SRL race and you have no idea where your opponent is.
Yeah,
so maybe,
I was doing the same thing during the Trinex fight. So ran out my last fairy there and was on some pretty low health for the hammer section of the main body there. Yeah,
some runners actually prefer to minimize the SRL chat, while they're in Ganon's Tower, just so that it's just one less distraction for them. But distraction or not, I mean, both definitely, got your victories in at 2:09:34 is pretty good time. I very rarely finish a Keysanity seed in under 2 hours, so definitely
yeah, no, I'm pretty
good.
sure that's a PB for me by like 20, 35, or 15 minutes at least anyways.
Excellent.
I think overall this was a PB for me in all categories by about 12 minutes, and then in Keysanity by at least 20 to 30, I'm not sure. It didn't show in the race bot.
Cool.
Yeah, same.
To be honest with you, around the 2-hour mark, I usually try to peek in and see if somebody's done yet, so I can just kind of goof off a little bit and unwind. But I was like, oh my gosh, could I really do this?
Awesome. So, any kind of final thoughts just on the tournament in general, about this particular race, or about Randomizer as a whole that you kind of want to let everybody know about? Start with Lyra.
I ruined my reverse perfect dreams just now. I'm kind of sad about that.
You ruined your... I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was predicting that I was going to go 0-5 in the tournament.
Oh, you ruined your bracket predictions?
I foiled myself.
Well, that's good. If you bet against yourself, it's win-win. You have to win either way, right? You either win the race or you win the bracket.
Yes.
How about you, X-Rok?
One of the things I love about Keysanity is that literally every chest in the game, every item location has some sort of value to it. You really can't go wrong with any decisions that you make.
That is very true. You're much more likely to run into value in overworld locations than you are in standard mode. Absolutely.
Yep.
Other than that, this is a lot more fun than standard is, really, because again, you just never know. That's all luck.
Yeah, it really makes you think about the game differently, and I'll go ahead and give the floor to you, X-Rok.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I feel the same way about Keysanity. It's just a nice extra layer on top of open mode, adds a little extra, value to more chests. Every location is important until you're finally in that item and key go mode.
Alright, excellent. So I guess we'll go ahead and wrap things up here. Make sure you check out ! schedule in chat and see what's going on. It looks like there might still be the end of another Keysanity match tournament going on right now. So many of these going on. Going to be wrapping up on the Speed Gaming Networks in the next hour or so for the evening. But plenty of stuff going on starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow morning with another Link to the Past Keysanity, as well as the Super Metroid Tournament, which just started this week. So make sure you guys follow all 4 Speed Gaming channels, and while you're sending out those follows, go ahead and give them to tonight's runners as well. That is !R. Just want to make sure I get your... Oh. Guess capital R doesn't work. I didn't know I had caps lock on. Rip me. Just want to make sure I get your Twitch names right, because they're slightly different from what you see on stream. So it's Lyra SRL and X_Rok ROK. So make sure you give those guys a follow. They put themselves on the line, and just for your entertainment, guys, just so you could watch them wander around. And
I thought, if I could.
Okay, go ahead, Lyra.
I just want to give a shout out to everybody that was involved in tonight's cast, our wonderful race streamers that put time and energy and don't often get noticed, as well as our casters and trackers. They're like the stars.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Lyra. And shout outs to Feasel and all the Speed Gaming crew. And last but certainly not least, the hero of the night, Cyclone GU, running the tracker. I get way too distracted if I don't have a good guy like Cyclone GU watching my back on the track in there. Alright, and with that, I will let my amazing co-commentator, Brewers fan, JP, sign us off for the evening.
Yeah, just want to echo what Cross said. Yeah, thanks to our runners, thanks to Cyclone for tracking, Feasel for restreaming. Thank you to Cross Product for being here to commentate with me. And everybody, have a good night. Make sure to follow Speed Gaming channels. Go check out SG3 if you want more Keysanity action tonight. Otherwise, we'll see you back here at 10 a.m. tomorrow for more Keysanity tournament. Have a good night, everybody.